What's up, guys? Gonna do a flight in New Zealand today using a application called Little Nav Map. Pretty awesome because you can just take the flight plan itself. You can build it in here and then use it, save it, then export it into or save it as a flight plan file, and then pick it up in the game. And the game's actually real time, so you can see our planes on the runway right here. These are other planes in the area. I'll look like generics. Not sure if there's any actual players down there. But see, we're gonna go to Stony. Next waypoint is the airport, Keikura. Then we're gonna hit Waima, Kames, and come in here, TOD, I believe. Part of like here, if we go visual flight plans, it should overlay with this one if I'm not mistaken. Huh. I was trying to snap the line away. But anyways, I believe we're on this radial. Could be mistaken. That's the gist of it. I'll get on with it. What is this? Cleared for takeoff, runway 2. I guess I didn't hear that because we were out of game. So I'll make like a tree and leave. I meant to do a cold startup for ramp, I didn't. Oh well. Forgot you can pick parking places. We do have flaps, that's good. I didn't check that. Eesh. Windy much? Actually, it's not that bad. I'm just rusty. And for that positive rate, I'll get rid of the flaps. And looks like we'll have to... Oh no, we can just head straight out. Cool. Very cool. So I'll just pick up my flight path, which is that purple arrow right on it. So I'll just keep on going. This is a pretty straight flight. Pretty much straight up the coast. That is Christchurch, New Zealand. And cruise altitude's 3,000. Should have set that when I was on the ground. This is the autopilot, but I like to do it because it gives me a visual reference. That beeping you're hearing is the runway behind us. Letting us know where it is. Seems definitely, I'm not sure, we'll see how this goes as we go up the coast, but I think this part is a little more populated than the southern region of New Zealand. I'm not sure though. See how that all works out. can see, it's real time. It's showing us we're about 1,700 feet. As you can see, we're on that purple arrow, which is this line. And we'll take that all the way to Stony. We're going to go by Pegasus, Amberley, and yeah, keep on going. Really like that, I always forget what it's called. Little nav map. Really cool little app. I'm gonna use it all the time. Wow, that's gorgeous. I'll take a picture of that. Alright. I felt like we almost blasted through 3,000, so I had to be kind of cut my throttle there for a second. I was taking a screenshot, and then for some reason it just bugged out on me, and it wouldn't. It's turned me into like flying the plane instead of flying the drone, so I couldn't actually get the shot I wanted. So that was kind of just all a massive failure right there. So now we'll kind of regroup, get back on course, get back our altitude climb again real quick here until we get back up to 3,000. Then I'll get my cruise altitude. I just don't understand why the drone camera glitched out there. Probably had to do something with alt tabbing out, and I was doing a whole bunch of different stuff. Alright, there we go, we're at 3,000. I'm actually gonna give it about 23 on the manifold pressure. I'll bring this back to about, let's see what happens when I bring it to like 30. And then, because I want to get my cruise speed around 100, and I got to figure out how to do that right now. That's kind of what I'm going to be experimenting with. So once we get nice and level, we'll figure out what our speed is, and then we'll try and figure out what the RPMs and manifold pressure is I need to get a nice cruise speed of like 100. Actually looks like we got that right now. I'm not sure if we have a tailwind or not. Looks like we do have a 7-knot tailwind, basically a 174. So it's basically right on our tail. That would make sense, because I feel like I'm definitely going faster than I should be. But we're actually doing pretty much the speed I want to be doing right now for my cruise speed. Because you look over here, you can come over here. go to current performance, and this tells us the performance of the plane as far as the program that we're using. Oh, this is also cool. It shows our track. This is the performance of our plane as the game sees it. So this is what it thinks it's capable of. And you can see our true airspeed is about 101 knots. So we're probably going to be a little ahead of time on this. Because we do have that tailwind. We're going a little over our cruise speed right now. Coming through some clouds right now. Yeah, so we're sitting at 24. That's getting us around 100. So this might be just right. 24 and 21, 48, somewhere around there. See if the drone's working better. Or just working. I'm still flying a plane. Yep, still flying a plane. Okay, so that's glitched out. I didn't even look at the weather. Luckily it's clear today. And seems pretty mild on the wind. See, actually slowing down just a little bit. Let's get her up to... Yeah, I think it's got the performance a little too. I don't think the performance is quite on. Because it says we're supposed to be doing 101 and using 7 gallons per hour, and we're using 8 gallons per hour, and we're doing 99 with a tailwind, so. Performance profile is a little off, which just means our legs will always be a little bit longer than what they say in the program, which isn't that big a deal. I'm sure if I took half an hour, not even that long, I could figure out how to change that file. Actually, I should just go look for that file and see if I can open it with a readme text. See if I can adjust it in any way. And crash my entire computer. Such a difference from Mexico. All green, and Mexico's all desert. All tan and brown. Oh, I did find some cool red rocks last time I was there. I think what I'm going to do, because I kind of messes up on your IFR flight plans, I'll give you crazy instructions, all kinds of weird stuff. I'm going to descend. I'm going to have to look at something else, actually. Come up here. That's 44 miles. When we get to 8 miles, 33 miles. When we get about 10 miles out from Todd is when I'm going to start my descent. So when we're about 10 miles away from Todd, I'll start my descent to 1,000, which is the flight pattern altitude, or the traffic pattern altitude for Wellington, or November Zebra. Oh, what's W? Whiskey? Yeah, whiskey. Is that what it is in civilian too? November Zebra Whiskey November. So about 12 miles from the next waypoint of Stony. Do have a plane after 1 o'clock somewhere. Don't see him. It's like 2 o'clock for sure. I got nothing.
New Zealand 8453 exit runway when able.
Oh, I never tuned into New Zealand.
New Zealand Center, Cup Crafters, November 411 Juliet Hotel, 3,100 feet.
I got good pre-cruise speed.
Juliet Hotel, New Zealand Center, continue to Stony as planned. Altimeter 0.24.
It's quite the barrel reading. Never seen one that high before in the sim. Only been doing it like a week, but highest one I've seen. So how far off is my altitude now? Look at that. Now we're off by 250 feet. And we're off course. Got about 9 miles till the next waypoint. Till Stony. Can't even reach center because it still thinks I'm flying, huh? Yep. Drone cam's all glitched out. Absolutely gorgeous. Definitely somewhere I'd like to visit. I wonder what the other side of the world feels like.
On 119.5.
Wonder if it feels different.
119.5 for New Zealand 5501.
Oh, I could have looked in that program to see what the altitude was of that other plane, but that's not as fun. So this is a proper IFR route. I'm just kind of flying IFR routes and visual, just to kind of get my head around doing IFR routes. Learn them, so eventually when I'm ready to do one in the blind, be a little bit better prepared. I won't be kind of overloaded with tasks, learning just the basics of navigation. It's the idea, at least. This guy's got his own little valley. Oh, that looks like a cool airstrip or something. An airstrip. It's not coming up as anything. It sure does look like something, doesn't it? I bet that's his own private airstrip. Just reminds me, I saw a YouTube video last night about, it's like an add-on pack with a whole bunch of private or little bush airstrips. Let's see, what is this little town called? Just flew past the town of right here, Montano Beach. We're just gonna keep making our way out. And we'll get to, what is this? Spot? Ville? French, seems like. So a little bit of turbulence now, but it's really been nice so far. God, it's gorgeous. There we go, it's backing us around a little bit now. Yeah, I might be getting some thermals right now. Alright, next leg, it's about 20 minutes, looks about right. Pretty much right on my cruise speed, but I think that's because we got that tailwind of 9 knots now. It's gonna make landing interesting if I land with the tailwind. Oh, I need to request my IFR acceptance, that's what it is. Oh no, it isn't. They already did. They already did. mess with my, I keep forgetting to do this. Okay, I think it likes like 80 right now. Somewhere around there. Doesn't really seem to care about anything, honestly. And we'll leave it there. So I think we're a little thermal because we keep rising right now. Finally coming out of the thermal because now we're starting to go down elevation a little bit. Still turbulent though, it's still a little there. And the next one is the airport is the next waypoint. Kilo India. November Zebra Kilo India.
New Zealand Center, Cub Crafters, November 411 Juliet Hotel, requesting vector to next waypoint.
Cub Crafters, 1 Juliet Hotel, turn left, heading 015, resume on navigation.
Turn left heading 015, proceed on course Cub Crafters, 1 Juliet Hotel.
So let's see what she said. Almost looks like a little golf course there. It's kind of interesting little field with whatever's in it. Alright. That is Shivat. Probably pronouncing that terribly, but small little town. Getting out into the suburbs now. Other cool thing is I don't need to worry about flying into mountains or anything right now, because if you look at this, you can't even, so this is the elevation over stuff, and down here is actually the ground below us, and everything's so flat that we have like zero to worry about. Like there would be, if there's a whole bunch of mountains we were flying over, it'd be showing up here. Actually, you know what? This isn't working, I don't think. What's it saying my altitude is? Uh-oh. What this is saying over here, because this doesn't look like it's actually. Oh no, it says my altitude right there. Really not picking up my altitude after. I don't know, something's weird going on with the altitude. I know this program isn't perfect on that, but when I was looking at it earlier, it was okay. Basically. Sure, we're way off course now. Yep. Altitude's still good. Yeah, because these mountains actually should have been showing up on there, so what I was trying to show you guys wasn't actually working. But, for some reason it was earlier, it was working earlier when I was in Mexico, but maybe it doesn't have the land data accurate for New Zealand area. Because they did kind of recommend you download a global data cache, but I couldn't really find one. So I'm just dealing with whatever they gave me, which is still awesome. Looks like we're hitting thermals again now we're over those mountains. So we were actually staying pretty low, but now we're kind of kicking up a little bit as we're coming up over these mountains. About 100 feet extra so far. I really don't know what the weather's like up here. I wonder if it's gonna get thicker. So this could become a problem. I might have to turn around. Looks like it's gonna clear up for a moment, but I don't know what's. That actually looks like a pretty big cloud in front of me. That could become a problem. that looks pretty thick right there. See what happens.
Generic 47 Mike, you are 87 miles northeast. Descend and maintain 10,000 feet. Expect VOR DME runway to approach by D295M transition. Cleared to D295M.
Descend and maintain 10,000 feet. Expect VOR DME runway to approach via D295M transition. Cleared to D295M generic 47 Mike.
Yeah, it looks like a big old cloud up there, but we'll see what. It's kind of hard. I can't tell if it's like further away and lower, or if it's right in front of me and higher. It's starting to look like it's in front of me and higher, which I'm not. That's fine. Might actually be clear at past this cloud. But it looks like 3,000 is literally the cloud low altitude cloud level. That's a pretty little valley. Not valley, but just little. Still can't figure out the right term for those. Gorge? Finger? Fingers are the top, aren't they? I don't know. It's pretty. There's high mountains right next to the water. That's a cool little town. Ooh, Goose Bay. We're flying by right now. Goose Bay. We got that 11 knot tailwind. Yeah, man, I'll give you a follow, brother. Hope you're having a good night there, boss. I'll follow back, brother, and wish you good luck. What do you normally play? What's your interests? Building up there? Looks to be. I really wish they had binoculars in this game. It's kind of silly they don't. There's plenty of room for binoculars in here. Looks like we're getting over, oh no, we're not. Oh yeah, we are. Flying over the airport right now, I think. Okay, Kura, mile and a half in front of us. So I mean, it's on our flight plan, so we're supposed to fly directly over it, so it's gonna be hard to see. Kind of swing her out to the left here, see if we can pick it up real quick. It's like literally half a mile in front of us. There it is. I'll cut it back to the right, get a good view. It's right on the water, huh? Thanks for the follow, brother. I'll get right. That's a cool little airport. I'll get right back at you. What do you like to play? Some high mountains right there. Over 3,000 feet. Ah, sorry, Nightbot got you there. I guess he doesn't like all caps, which I don't really have a problem with, so I'm gonna fix that setting. What's that out there? Oh, that's Kikora, Ocean Ridge. I didn't realize that was a non-directional beacon. I probably should. Oh, but it's not on the flight plan that we had. Because I'm actually doing the VFR flight plan again. If you click here, I guess it's hard to see because we're on it, but you can see the flight plan now. It's behind us, and then we're just following that one as it does its thing. Yeah, put your oh, right on. Yeah, put your or you can just add me on the flight sim right now if you don't mind. That'd probably be easier. Or just put your name in the on Microsoft Flight Sim in the comments, and I'll add you as a friend on there too. Cool, man. Yeah, I wasn't sure. How did you find my stream? Did you find it on Twitter? That's what I assumed. Or were you just searching through Twitch? Yeah, I played DCS too, but I haven't played that in a while. And this just runs so much better on my computer. Man, those are some mountains, huh? Oh gosh, that's gotta be 6,000 feet. Right on, good to know how you found me. I play pretty much what I'll play on PC is this and iRacing, and then on Xbox I'll do like Modern Warfare. Right now I'm playing this other little game called Rogue Company. First person shooters is what I pretty much play. First person shooters, flight sims, and racing sims. It's my wheelhouse, but right now it's gonna be primarily flight sim. First person shooter stuff's more just side stuff, or mix it up a little bit. Have you seen this? Check this out. I don't know if you've seen. How long have you been on Flight Simulator? Have you seen this program? Little nav map. This stuff's legit. I'm playing through Steam. And I didn't realize it, but I read there might be some kind of hang up eventually playing with Xbox players. Do you know if that's true or not? Yeah, that looks like a cool valley. A little gorge to fly through. Man, that's gorgeous right here. So that's a cool airport to take off from, and gotta get my mouse back. Where's my mouse? There it is. So take off from Kikora, and then just fly around this area and explore a little bit. Cause that looks like a real cool little canyon to fly through right there. What planes do you like to fly? Nice. Yeah, no, I picked it up about a week ago. But I've always been into flight sims. Like, I had the original Microsoft Flight Sim when I was like, well, my brother did. When I was like 5. On an Apple IIe. Then I think I've played 95, 98, 2000, and then I stopped playing. I didn't really play. I played a little bit of FSX, but man, this is just awesome because this is the support everybody wanted 15 years ago to keep going, but they kibosh. So it's pretty freaking cool when you combine it with the Oculus. It's an experience, that's for sure. Alright, I'll already join you on Steam. What's your name on oh, I can't join you on oh no, what's your name on Microsoft so I can friend you on the actual sim? I guess we can just figure that out when we fly together. I don't need to worry about that if I add you at Steam. What time zone are you?
Crafters, 1 Juliet Hotel. You are 300 feet above your assigned altitude. Descend and maintain 3,000 feet altimeter, 30.28.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Cup Crafters, 1 Juliet Hotel.
Yeah, no, this sim's awesome, man. And like, what I was not expecting to be able to use my Oculus because my experience with DCS. Well, use my Oculus in the stream. Like, I can use my Oculus in DCS, but I have to run like low settings. So the optimization they did. This is probably the best optimized game I've played because I even tried Oculus on iRacing and it just didn't work that well. Plus, you need more peripheral vision in iRacing. Like, I play it on 3 monitors. That's better for me than virtual reality, but even that wasn't as optimized as well as this, and they work pretty closely with the Oculus units. Yeah, sorry, I'm trying. I blame thermals. Oh, yeah, the Oculus is amazing, man. It is. Obviously, it's not as good resolution. When you're looking at textures on an angle, I'll admit it's horrible, but when you're looking down like this, when you're looking directly down, like, it's, like, those mountains look amazing. And I actually feel like I'm here. Like, that's the biggest trip about virtual reality. I don't know if you tried it at all, but just sitting in this like, dude, I trip out on the little leather right there. And that little, I can see like the waves and the netting and just the detail they did on this plane is just amazing. So and I'm using the Oculus, what is it? The Rift, the original one. The first like consumer version. And it works fine. I don't know what you can pick them up for now, but I don't think they're too crazy. But yeah, the only reason I use the monitor anymore is to do screenshots, but right now my drone's not working for some reason. When I switch to drone right now, it flies the plane, so that's cool. Yeah, no, you wanna, cause I tried. What's my altitude? I'm going up or down? Kind of. I don't really think VR's ready for like standing up and walking around. Maybe it's because I don't have the space for it, and I still have a unit that has a cord on it. But I think what Oculus is perfect for are stuff where you just sit in something. So like racing sims, it's amazing. As far as like the experience, I think to be like super competitive, you still need the screens just for situational awareness in racing. But as far as immersion and just feeling like you're there, like sitting in like a flight sim is absolutely perfect for Oculus. And it's just it's a lot easier because you can tell your. Ooh, what is going on? The hell was that? What connected? Forgot what I was saying. What yeah, can't recommend it highly enough. What planes do you like to fly? Because mostly right now I'm flying. The only thing I know how to fly is this. Eventually I want to get good at the Grand Caravan, and then I was thinking maybe the Beechcraft looked kind of cool. What I really want is like a twin prop engine cargo plane, like a DC-3 or something like that. There's like a freeware one, but I guess I can't use it with Oculus because every time I tried to switch into VR mode, it crashed the sim. Yeah, DC-3 will be amazing. I'm down to do some bush flying with you, whenever you want. Right now, because I'm not working because COVID. I do little flights morning my time and night my time, so kind of all during the day. Then I found this. I was searching the web yesterday. I found a cool website that has like all these. I don't remember if they're add-ons or just like the coordinates of where there's. I think they're add-ons. So there are a whole bunch of like little private bush strips that only the people that really use them know about. And so I think they're add-ons, and so they put them in the game, so that just adds like cool little places you can go fly to, and they're actual proper bush strips, but a lot of them, because of the way the algorithm or whatever renders the world, will have like trees in the runway, so I think this kind of gets rid of it. So I want to get those add-ons and check out some of those. But right now I'm kind of just not really doing bush stuff. I'm kind of just exploring, but I just like this plane a lot. But I'm totally happy to mix it up and do whatever. Definitely not stuck in just doing certain things. Yeah, I just love the exploring aspect of this game. Just how like that's what's over there. It's just a trip. Yeah, let's plan on it. I'll figure out that I'll hit you up on Steam. I'll figure out that, and I'll see if we can find like one or two we can just throw into our community folder and go check them out. I think it's all freeware too. I'm West Coast, USA. So what time is it where you are right now? For me, it's 7:30 at night. GMT +7, I think. I think we're about halfway through the flight now. Yeah, we're past halfway. So once I get about... Is it not showing up now? Huh. Alright. And get like 15 miles out, I'll start descending. I still haven't even figured out like when to descend and all that stuff. I'm much a noob in like proper flying. Damn, you are a night owl. I mean, I'll be down to do it earlier, so it's 3:25. What are you? You're Prime Plus, or no, you're Plus. Is that 8 hours difference? So when I'm flying at 8 o'clock in the morning, it's really like 4 o'clock for you. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Just found this sweet paint job too. Oh wait, do I have control of my drone again? Nope, still flying the plane. I guess I have control with the keyboard, but for whatever reason my, let's see here. Oh no, I don't have control with the keyboard, it's just doing something weird. There we go. Perfect, right? What is that nonsense? I don't know, sometimes those drone cameras get all wacky on me. Alright, sounds good, brother. I'll catch you tomorrow. Have a good night. Nice meeting you. Alright, now I think we're flying over the channel. I don't know what it's called. But yeah, there's a little gap in New Zealand. It's got a name, we'll figure it out here in a second. Let's go back to the... Have a good night, boss. Let's go back to the left monitor. It's got a name. Ooh, wow. Tikoko Coupe, Cloud Bay. Doesn't look like there's an... I'm sure this has a name. And we'll be in a... Laser Bay? Man, just me just... Oh, no, we won't. That's right of us. Wellington Harbor, and Wellington's right there. Let's see here. We're gonna be coming in on runway 34. And wow, parking here is gonna be a nightmare, huh? I don't understand why it clicks me back there all like that. But see how cool this is? How you can just see the whole runway and everything? So we'll land 3-4 and we'll probably park over here somewhere. Oh, Miramar Golf Course, that's kind of cool. Miramar in California. Alright, gives you an idea of where we're at, what we're doing. Getting a little too much altitude right now. Okay, now we need, once we get this next beacon, I need to start paying attention to our range, because then I can start my descent.
Jetstar 2990 contact Wellington approach on 121.1.
Probably have to cancel my flight following here, because it gets kind of wonky. They don't tell me to descend or do stuff forever.
121.1 for Jetstar 2990.
Because I'm going to want to descend way before they ever tell me to. I believe that is, well, it's obviously the other side of the water, but Wellington right off our nose, because we're actually, it's probably a little bit to our left right there. I bet it's right here. Maybe even that, not sure. Could be right off our nose though. We'll find out soon enough. We got a little airstrip off to our left. Cape, excuse me, Campbell airstrip. Pretty short little airstrip. 1,800 feet. We got one more. We gotta hit Kames, and then we're into Wellington Airport. Actually, I'll just request to go to 1,000 feet. We'll see how that plays out. I wonder what they call this little gap. Kind of interesting to see how far we're traveling. Cause what? And in 1 minute, how many miles? It's like about 2.1 miles every minute.
Cop Raptors, 1 Juliet Hotel. You are 35 miles southwest. Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect ILS runway 16 approach via Whitby transition. Clear to Whitby.
So I think we gotta switch some stuff up here. Because they want me to come ILS approach. Wonder if I can just select another approach. Yeah, let's just go with it.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect ILS runway 16 approach via Whitby transition. Cleared to Whitby Cup Crafters 1 Juliet Hotel.
So first, I want to, because I'm going to have to change my flight plan now. I'm going to have to add Whitby in here. So I'm going to have to find it. But first, I kind of want to get on heading. Because we still got a while. We're still 15 minutes out. Alright. Got that going. Active flight. Oh, no, I need to go here. I need to find...
Crafters, 1 Juliet Hotel. Contact Wellington approach on 119er decimal tree.
119er decimal tree for Cub Crafters, 1 Juliet Hotel. Wellington approach, Cub Crafters, November 411 Juliet Hotel, 3,000 feet.
Crafters, November 411 Juliet Hotel Wellington approach. Continue to Whitby as planned. Altimeter tree 0.21.
Okay. Let's try it a different way. Let's go this way. No, what do I want to do? Alright, how do we spell this sucker? Can I see? There we go. Whitby. Come on, it's not hard to spell. Alright, so now it's got us, instead of coming direct in, it's got us coming up to Whitby. We'll make a hard turn and then we'll bring her in. Cool. Now, let's see, what do I need? Wonder how far Whitby is outside so we're 36 miles away. We're at a 50-mile scale. Wonder how far that leg is. Let's see if we can figure it out over here. Alright. Now, does it have our new flight plan? No, it doesn't. So we'll find Whitby. Where's Whitby? Oh, it's the purple ones. Alright, here's Whitby. How far? Add this to flight plan. So now it knows, but why didn't it add it to the flight plan? It did something weird. How far is this? So we're 12 miles out, so should be enough to get me down to my altitude. So I won't worry about going down until we get to Whitby. But I gotta get back on course because I'm all over the place right now. Kind of want to figure out why it did this, but I'll have to figure that out later, how to do that. Alright, let's get back to flying a plane. Okay. At least we know how far out Whitby is now from. So now I can plan my what? Well, this is cool because we're coming on iOS 16. We're coming in Whitby, so I'm guessing if we go look at that other map right now, we can follow these all in a line to the runway. So let's load and activate. Let's see what that did. Maybe it was too early to load and activate. No. Let's see if it picks us up on this leg. What's it still say? Yeah, it's still giving us our heading to Whitby, so we'll kind of see. Now it's kind of, I think it did what I said. Oh. We zoom in. There we go. So now it gave us the procedure off Whitby. God, this is so cool. Off Whitby to come in and land. Again, those are all those waypoints. So if I actually looked, God, this is gonna be cool. Watch. If I go back up to a little nav map. First, let's get a different scale. 15. We'll get that all set. We'll get straight because we're pretty much on the. Right on the flight path, but it's not. Here, I mean, we gotta probably do this. Menu. I probably gotta activate a leg. Activate leg to waypoint. I don't know if that did anything. Doesn't look like it. I don't know. It's still good. It's going to Whitby, so we'll still say it's working at the moment. Even though this should be purple right now, but it's not. Yeah, see, that's not right. It's got it activated, but it's not turning that purple, so I think that's just glitched out. No biggie. Alright, so what I wanted to do is I think go over here. Go back to this. I think we can go. I was looking for like an ILS chart to come in here, but can't find one right now, so I won't worry about it. Because it'll be cool because it'll give us like all the distances of all those different waypoints. So we'd kind of have a little, know exactly where we were, how far out. Even though we'll have the GPS basically telling us on it. So I just heard her call it 321, so I'm going to change this to, oh, we are 3021. Never mind. Disregard. Alright, now let's just fly a plane for a little bit. Been doing all kinds of knob twisting. Planes trim beautifully. Whoops, forgot to turn on my fans for my computer. Let me do that real quick. Get a little toasty.
New Zealand 873 for contact New Zealand Center on 119.2.
So what do we got? We got about 18 miles, so 8 minutes to Whitby. Then we'll have 12 miles in, so probably about another 6 minutes on top of that, and we'll be on the ground. I do want to, before I land, I need to turn on the assistance for taxiing. Just makes life so much easier. I wish it wasn't so in your face. I don't think it needs to be so in your face, but it's better not having it, in my opinion. Wait, what? Why'd that pop up? I don't want that. Is that what I tipped? Oh yeah, off. I hit the wrong one. Yeah, I don't need those big old waypoint markers, which is cool for like people who aren't, or they're a little bit more, I don't know, things are a little overwhelming for them. That kind of just helps out a little bit for sure. Although I feel like you can get in bad habits using those.
New Zealand 873 for Wellington approach. Continue to Whitby as planned.
Looks like this will be a pretty busy approach. So I gotta keep that in mind. I can't be going like 2 miles an hour when I'm landing. Be a little bit quicker, but which is a little bit trickier, depending on the wind too.
New Zealand 873 for contact New Zealand Center on 119.2.
New Zealand 8734.
And some turbulence once we're getting over land. Gotta lose some altitude here.
Wellington approach New Zealand 8734 down at 10,100 feet for 3,000 feet.
New Zealand 873 for Wellington approach. Continue to Whitby as planned. Altimeter tree 0.21.
Like we got like a massive tail. Look how fast we're going. I'm doing 115. Slow down a little. Throttle went up for some reason. Maybe I accidentally hit that earlier. Didn't notice.
119.2 for New Zealand 8734.
Ooh, there it is. Wellington. There's their runway right there. There's the airport. Right off the... Right there. That must be downtown. Yeah, we're like pointed at the ground, but we're level flight right now. That's how much of an updraft there is right now. Yep, you can see that's Wellington right there. Wellington Central, all the big buildings. Like we got a plane off to our left, 7. That's that guy calling in right now.
New Zealand 873 for Wellington approach. Continue to Whitby as planned. Altimeter tree 0.21.
It's gonna be busy.
New Zealand 873 for contact New Zealand Center on 119er, decimal 2.
New Zealand 8734.
Now, if I had the ILS frequency, I could do that. But I'm still rusty on ILS. I'm just gonna do this visually. Yeah, it's a good place to put those windmills. It is windy here.
Wellington approach New Zealand 8734 is at 10,100 feet, descending 3,000 feet.
New Zealand 873 for Wellington approach. Continue to Whitby as planned. Altimeter tree 0.21.
There you go. See that one guy off our nose right up here. It's that guy right there.
New Zealand 873 for contact New Zealand Center.
So we can see him make it. We'll be seeing him make his turn for the runway right now. He's just gonna come back along our right here. We got another one coming in. Woo, it's gonna be busy. It's gonna be the most busy I've been. Trying to get eyes on that other one. Well, he's gonna be way ahead of me, it looks like. It's right off our nose somewhere. Oh wow, he's right there. Didn't even ask to like look for each other or nothing. Woo. Let's see, we got anybody else in the area I should know about?
Cub Crafters 1 Juliet Hotel. Keep speed below 170 knots.
Oh, that won't be a problem there, sweetheart.
Keep speed below 170 knots, Cub Crafters.
First time I've ever heard that instruction. I wonder if that was a glitch, like the computer thought I was going, that's a cool area. Playing, the game thought I was going, whatever. Faster than I thought it was. Alright, I'm gonna make the turn. see if we can do this at the same time. What? Activate the... Cancel... Oh boy. Alright, cool. We got our new purple arrow thingy. GPS heading, so... Oh gosh, what am I doing? No, it's got it going behind me. Why? Okay, so for some reason it's got... I don't know, I'm gonna have to do some work on properly activating the legs, because it's still got me going to Whitby. Procedure, I need to go... Alright, here we go. Sweet. We're on. I need to start descending. Stop screwing around with this crap. Alright, let's start some turbulence much. Get her on course. Start losing altitude. I'm gonna cancel IFR. I'll get in touch with the tower.
Wellington approach Cub Crafters 1 Juliet Hotel would like to cancel IFR.
Cub Crafters, 1 Juliet Hotel. IFR flight plan is canceled. Radar service terminated. Squawk 7000. Maintain VFR. Frequency change approved. Jetstar 263, go around. Wellington Airport Information Uniform 03000. Wind 158827. Visibility 6. Sky condition, few clouds at 600 feet, few clouds at 4,300 feet, few clouds at 12,200 feet. Temperature 15. Dew point 10. Altimeter tree 0.21. ILS runway 16.
Wellington Tower Cub Crafters November 411 Juliet Hotel is 9 miles north with Victor to land.
Cub Crafters, November 411 Juliet Hotel Wellington Tower. Fly straight in runway 16. Altimeter tree.
Nice, so I'm just gonna fly straight in.
158827.
I think we're picking up the ILS now.
Make straight in runway 16 Cub Crafters 1 Juliet Hotel.
Yeah, see, look, we're on the, we picked up the ILS. That was cool. It did it automatically for me. Alright, I'm gonna try and slow down now.
New Zealand tree 70 Wellington Tower.
So I think I'm way below.
Runway
I think the ILS is above me right now, so I'm gonna try and intercept.
21 wind 15.
I'm gonna try and do pilot things right now. See how well that works out for me. I need to get flaps first. But the idea is you kind of just fly at a level altitude. You wait for that green ball to start dropping, then you intercept the glide slope. Holy shit, I sounded like a pilot right there. Says the guy that doesn't know if he actually sounds like a pilot.
Runway 16 IFR to Christchurch.
Alright, almost in the white tape. Once we get in the white tape, we can pull
5331 cleared.
first set. Oh,
Runway 16
first setting flaps. Now I'm just gonna
final.
not listen to the radio at all. Sensory over. Whoa, he's just coming in hot, isn't he?
New Zealand tree.
I wonder if he was told to go around because I'm so.
Follow the
Yeah, well, I'm below the glide slope, so he's probably on glide slope right now. It still says it's.
cleared for takeoff. Runway 16 New Zealand 5371.
I don't feel like they'd have planes flying over top each other like this in real life, but.
Runway 16 New Zealand 370.
Yeah, try and trim her out so we stay nice and level. I don't have to touch the flight stick. Still not quite lined up with the runway yet. I can't really physically see it. There's another plane coming in. Probably gonna have a plane just land on top of me, honestly. It's all good. Happy with how things are going. Just waiting to intercept this green line a little bit better. Man, there's just planes everywhere right now. You can see the green balls coming down now, so we're going to start intercepting that. And I got to get that green arrow lined up. So this is good ILS practice now. I'm just glad the procedure did it itself, because I don't know there. Talk about not knowing what you're doing. Alright, so I kind of like this speed. We need to start going down now. We're kind of floating. Because right now we're perfect. So now we just need to start. We need to go down. Big time floating. And we need to go down at the same rate as the glide slope now, and that'll keep that green ball on it.
Contractors, 1 Juliet Hotel, clear to land runway 16. Number 2 for landing. Follow the generic
So you just have.
short final. Wind 152827.
Wow, 27 coming right at us.
70 go round. New Zealand Flight 371, contact New Zealand Center on 119.2.
Clear to land runway 16 number 2 Cup Crafters 1 Juliet Hotel.
So we're still pretty good on the glide slope. I do need to slow down just a little bit more. I still don't have like visual on this runway though. I feel like it's way to my right. Like I don't really feel like I'm lined up with it. Like I'm falling. Yeah, there's no way that I'm lined up with this right now. No, it says it's left. It doesn't have me lined up with this correctly. Unless I'm supposed to come in at an angle. I don't. Kinda looks like I am. It's like it looks like you don't come straight in, which is bizarre. Looks like you kind of make a turn towards the end. No, you come straight in. I don't know. Am I lined? I don't know. Just gonna keep following this green arrow and then have to probably make a turn at the end because things just don't. I got a nice descent going. Pretty much staying right. That green ball is staying pretty much where we need it to. Green arrow is pretty straight, so technically I'm doing what I'm supposed to. But the runway looks like. Oh no, it is right in front of me. I kept thinking this was the runway. I see it now. It's just really hard to see. It's a very similar color to all this other. Yes. Yes. Alright, now I got visual. I'm just going to fly it in visually, basically. Also kind of watching this green ball down on the bottom, too, out of the corner of my eye. Just kind of get a. Because now I'm actually kind of knowing what the proper glide slope is. Before I was just doing everything visually, so again, this is just a lot good learning for me. he said, it seemed like he said it's pretty heavy winds, yeah. 17 knots pretty much right at our face, according to a little nav map. Let's see, we're a little bit below the glide slope. Let's give it a little, no, now we're on the glide slope. Give it a little bit more trim to slow her down just a little bit more. Just gonna float a little bit.
Wellington Tower, New Zealand, 8319er, ready for ISR departure runway 16. New Zealand, 8319er, hold, short runway 16. Traffic is Cub Crafters CC19 on short final.
Heck yeah, it is. Below the glide slope, you can see the green ball is getting way ahead of us, so we're getting way low, but that's alright.
Hold short runway 16, New Zealand, 8319er.
So we got a little extra speed, so I'm gonna let it bleed off. Let's see how this works out.
Cub Crafters, 1 Juliet Hotel, turn next taxiway.
Say that worked out pretty doggone well. Get that tail on the, oh come on. I'm having to hold the tail on the ground right now. Looks like they want me to taxi for a while. Let's see, this is why I wanted the blue arrows though. Although I kind of want to just get off right there, but we'll just taxi as they request.
Cub Crafters, 1 Juliet Hotel, exit runway when able.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, now they want me going over there? Okay.
Cub Crafters, 1 Juliet Hotel, contact ground on 121.9er.
I'm just gonna stop for a second.
New Zealand, 8319er, clear to take off runway
That.
16.
Pretty happy with that.
New Zealand, 8289er, cleared to land runway 16. Follow the generic on final. Wind 15.
So they basically had to stop the whole show for me.
121.9er for Cub Crafters 1 Juliet Hotel.
Clear to land runway 16, New Zealand, 8289er.
Wellington ground, Cub Crafters November 411 Juliet Hotel taxi to parking. Cub Crafters November 411 Juliet Hotel taxi to general aviation parking via taxiway cross runway 16 Alpha.
Sweet, I don't have to go behind me.
Taxiing to general aviation parking via taxiway.
That's why I
cross
stopped
runway
there, because I
16
was
Alpha, Cub Crafters,
almost
1
sure they're
Juliet
gonna
Hotel.
put me somewhere else.
Cub Crafters 1 Juliet Hotel, hold position, caution, the generic on final.
Oh, do I need to, oh, I need to cross the runway. Hold on a second.
Cub Crafters 1 Juliet Hotel, did you copy? Hold position, Cub Crafters 1 Juliet Hotel.
cool. Pretty cool little plane.
Crafters 1 Juliet Hotel, continue taxi. Crafters 1 Juliet Hotel, hold position, caution, the generic on final.
But maybe we might be stuck in some perpetual have to hold position. We'll see. We'll hold one more time and then we'll see what happens. Right now I'm trying to figure out how to get rid of all these overlays. I just realized I didn't put my throttle at the right position too. Cool. It's cool because I can come over here. I can actually see this guy coming in right now. So we know he's almost on final. 400, if we go back over here. See, he's like 400, 300 feet away. Here he comes. Should be able to taxi after this.
Roger, Cub Crafters, 1 Juliet Hotel.
It's almost easier to do this in the plane. I think just this gives a cooler view. Alright, sweet. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the festivities. And if you did like the video, subscribe, comment, tell me what you did like, what you didn't like, and thanks for watching, whatever little bit you did, you guys did. If you watched the whole thing, you're amazing. I highly doubt that, but thanks again, guys. Till next time.